All right, welcome to another song title challenge where the question is, how would you write this one? So what we do is I spring a song title that has been presented to us by the community. Somebody emailed it to us at info@daredevilproduction.com. Production is singular. There is no S. info@daredevilproduction.com. Send your song title in, put song title challenge in the subject line so it gets into the right folder. And then I spring them live to Brent on the air, and we try to mimic what happens in the first 15 minutes of a pro song right here on Music Row, where we're just cooking up 4 or 5 different conceptual angles to write the lyrics to the title. It just makes sure that, you know, maybe the first thing we come up with is the best thing, but sometimes it's like the 5th thing we come up with is the best thing. We dig down, and if you've listened to a bunch of these, go back and listen to them because you can see how it happens. Like sometimes we're like, oh no, this is it. We think we're on something good, and then something takes a right turn there on like the 13th minute, and it's like there it is. Yeah, that's how you're going to write that. So it's a super fun exercise, guys. And if there's something we missed when it comes to a concept that you thought of while you were listening to this little mini-sode, put it in the comments below. It's not a co-write in any way, shape, or form. It's just a fun, creative exercise. You own 100% of the song. We just are having some fun and trying some different angles and just showing you a little way to a little creative muscle workout kind of a thing.
Yeah, we're trying to entertain, inspire, and inform if you listen to the last episode.
That's right. There you go.
What we're trying to do.
And it's all free at the same time.
And it's all free. Bam.
It's all 3 at the same time. You get the triple threat. Are you ready, sir?
No, but let's do it. When has that ever stopped us?
Okay, so this is from Ted Cozy.
Ted, how do you spell cozy?
It's C-O-S-C-Y. It's cozy or cozy. I'm going to say cozy because it sounds like koozie, and that means beer. That's cool.
Okay, Ted. Thank you. I'm gonna thank you first for sending this in before I hear it, in case I hate you once I hear it. Okay, thank you, Ted.
Okay, and here's the title: Love Above.
Love Above.
Love Above.
Okay, so I'm a fan of trying to let the title write the song. So let the words in this title give me clues as to what this song should be about. Also, I'm trying to write a hit here. So I'm trying to think of ways that, we'll go off of some wild tangents, but also trying to come back to ways that, how can this be most palatable, most commercially viable? And I'm a country hammer, so most things kind of feel like a country nail, although we may throw in some gospel, may throw in some rock. So, but you never know. Love Above. Okay, so you got the rhyme going for you. Love Above. Mm-hmm. Cliche rhyme, but maybe if you jam them together and it's not the rhyme, then hopefully it's just cool. So, okay, Love Above. I think of, what do you put love above? We put love above hate, put love above fear, put love above selfishness, put love, value love greater than these other things. And that's, and
what happens when you don't?
Then it's low below.
What if you don't put love above fear? Like, what if fear is above love?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If
that person that's always in a bad relationship or whatever because you're scared of being screwed over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could love above. The first thing you think of, the love above. All right, you think of like heaven, God, spiritual stuff, the love that comes from above, right?
Right.
And so there's that thing too. But I'm liking what do you put love above? Or we just need to put love above these other things.
Yeah. We need to put love above. That's hot right there.
Yeah.
Because you could name like a bunch of stuff that like in the spirit of who wrote that song Just Another Day in Paradise?
Phil Vassar.
Yeah, with the washing machine broke and just the normal crap.
Maybe don't kick it. I promise I'll fix it, along with about a dozen other things.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So we're gonna put love above the washer today. You could be talking about
your to-do list, right? What goes to the top of your to-do list? Let's put love above all this other stuff today, and just.
Oh, that's a super positive way to do it. Like, I'm supposed to do this, and this, but how about we just play hooky from the to-do list, and you and me put love above all this and go.
Exactly. On the list of stuff that needs to get done, let's put love above.
Right.
And so that could be I'm kind of like I mentioned, I think, podcast the other day, Emily and I actually just watched 2 movies on Saturday. Or
I don't know how you did it.
It might have been Sunday. But one was during nap time, and we just had the kids turn on TV in their room, which you don't do a lot. And we're like, well, while Hazel's napping, while the hurricane is out at sea, you think we got time to watch a movie? I think we might. Let's try if we don't finish it up later. And, always things to do. But Emily whipped up a good homemade pizza.
Oh, yeah.
And we ate some pizza and watched, what did we watch? I don't care. It doesn't matter. Well, we watched The Founder, which is good, by the way. Michael Keaton.
Oh, love that. I saw that. Yeah. Killer.
And we actually got to watch like a movie. And it was great. A ton of other stuff we could have gotten done, right? But we put love above that because it was a little bit of time for us to just kind of be together.
Yeah.
Great. So I think of that stuff. So it, positive, you got life, you got domestic stuff, but also that's domestic and that's maybe a little bit of an older singer, someone that's talking about being married or having kids or whatever, which is a viable way to write it and real. Like I can relate to that because that's just kind of what happened yesterday for us.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But in terms of trying to get a hit, there's not as many artists that are going to sing from I'm married and I have kids.
Mm-hmm.
So another way would be the more inspiring, I guess, philosophical, almost the Lady Antebellum, I run to you. I run from prejudice, I run from pessimist, blah, 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 but I run to you. So it's like this stuff, or you could even kind of the quasi-religious thing do that, there's all this stuff down below, all this crap down here below. Yeah. But there's love above. And no matter what is going on in here, we just need to put love above all of it.
There you go.
So you could, do, so it's not.
It could be a social statement.
Social statement, quasi-religious,
mm-hmm.
All this junk down here. But if we just put love above all of it, and we can rise with love above.
Like all you need is love, right?
Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah. So you have that. Let's put love above.
And it could be really upbeat like that. Like the lane you just went down would instantly probably direct somebody to the sort of sappy love song kind of thing.
Right.
Then you think about all you need is love. It's like, all you need is love. And they just took it and made it upbeat. So make it upbeat.
Or even chanty, love above all the hate and all of the fear. Love above. You could do, like, stadium chant kind of thing too. So don't think this just because something might be a little bit of a meatier subject that it has to be ballad or slow or real heavy. You can kind of get the best of both worlds if it's fun and it feels good, and then you're also kind of talking about something. A very uplifting anthem, anthemic, right?
Yeah.
Oh, how great are those? I love anthem.
That's 80s,
the world we live in.
That's 80s rock. That's me.
There you go. So you can do something like that. So versus this bad crap down here, but let's put love above, above all this stuff. Let's hold it up. Love above. Let's raise each other up above. Let's up above. Almost the truck, kind of rhyme thing,
Yeah.
Let's see. So something like that could be cool. Fun anthem thing. What else? Love above.
I got something.
Yeah.
So best advice I ever got and I give it to everybody I meet that's going to get married. Okay. Mm-hmm. So it's great marriage advice. So two things. I asked the people, I said, number one, okay, so there's two rituals in human nature where family members and people feel like they can misbehave. One's a wedding, one's a funeral, right? And at least at the funeral, the poor son of a gun is dead, so he doesn't have to deal with it, right? But I tell people when it comes to the wedding, don't worry about what everybody else is thinking. Mm-hmm. If you're married, at the end of the day, if you're married to that boy, then it's 150% success, and anything that goes right beyond that is a bonus, right? Mm-hmm. So put love above the ritual, right?
Yeah.
And the second thing was I'll ask people, what is the how many people you got coming to the reception? And they're like, say 100, right? 100 people. Okay. And it's going to be a 5-hour reception? Like, yeah. Okay. So that's 300 minutes. So you got 3 minutes with each person. You're going to be busy. Like, did you ever do the math on that? They're like, no. And I'm like, okay. So here's what you have to do. You and your significant other have to pinky swear that you're going to take 2 minutes and just step aside from everything that's going on, hold hands, and just take it in. right? Just look at everything because it's going to be one of the only moments that you're going to remember the most because you just slow everything down and you're like, look at all these people here that are here for us to celebrate our love and stuff like that. And it's like, it's a breathtaking moment. People are like, wow, that's amazing. I'm going to do that. That's putting love above even the party, right?
Right.
It just take it in the love that you have for each other, but also everybody that's there and stuff. So that could be like some detail that you could get into and something like that.
Yeah.
That could work.
And you could go super, spiritual. There's faith, hope, and love, and but the greatest of these is love. That's right out of the Bible. You could, talk about how God is love. So when you put love above all this other stuff, it's just a more, I guess, Christian take on some of this. There's the bad stuff, blah, 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 but choose love, even over maybe other good things. So let's see, love above. If we could, you could always do the downside if we'd only put love above.
Right. It could be back to the social statement thing. We could be doing this, and this if we only put love above money or power or whatever you want to say.
Right. Revenge.
Yeah.
Victimhood. Whatever. Yeah.
Sex.
Yeah. Yeah. So you could do that thing too. I'm not going to spend much time on the negative side going, if we'd only put love above, because that's just not nearly as commercial as the positive side. So I don't want to spend much time on that. Love above.
Could you use that negative angle but make it positive with a lessons learned kind of a thing?
Yeah, it makes it
before. If I only would have put love above, maybe this would have gone this way and that would have gone that way. But now I'm here and I know that I got to put love above, and so I'm going to focus on.
Yeah, so that brings it to more of a positive place by the end of it. Just has more negativity built in. But yeah, that'd be one way to go with it. So ultimately, it's positive because you've learned.
Yeah.
And maybe less preachy because you've learned from your own mistakes. I think of a story song where some idiot paints a swastika on the side of a synagogue or something. And then somebody came along and they wrote love above.
Ooh.
They wrote love above it. Like they graffitied over the graffiti.
Yeah.
And, like on top of it, over it, they literally wrote love above or on top of the swastika or the cuss words or the derogatory comment somebody may put somewhere, anywhere, or post it on you post it for a rally.
That's a video right there, just going around to all these like crazy things that you see
that are
just write love above.
Yeah.
Just go to some homeless dude and write love on his forehead and take him to a shelter. In the video.
There you go.
It's like, why'd you have to do that? You're like just the camera's wrong. Just go with it.
Just do it. Go with it.
It's $50.
Yeah, you could, you could write, literally the two words love above the swastika or the whatever it might be, right? The symbol of hatred. So literally love above hate, or you just write love, the one word directly on top of, kind of covering up the swastika.
Right, like you'd have like if you have a stop where you have the red circle with the line through it, like in Ghostbusters. So it's like with love, like written across.
Yeah.
So you block out the negative and it's love above the pot.
Mm-hmm. So it could be that kind of story where you present more of a story fashion where, I was downtown, blah, blah, blah. And then I saw somebody with a can of spray paint and they wrote love above the hate and da-da-da. Man, what a good world this would be if we all put love above.
Yeah.
All this petty stuff. And you're so it could be kind of introspective story and you're like, oh, wow, that's great. But then maybe even go to a more personal place.
Oh,
fighting with your love, that kind of thing. You're fighting with your love.
Maybe you start out with like a little bicker session or something with your significant other, or there's some sort of road rage thing that happens.
Well, the guy's driving by and he's heading somewhere, or just driving around and he's blowing off steam. You don't know that till later, but he sees this stuff and it gets him thinking about it. I'm out here driving around just to blow off steam because I'm mad at my girl. She's mad at me, but I just need to wheel back around and go home. Put love above this stuff. So it'd be an interesting story song that goes, big universal, then goes very personal.
Yeah, that's cool.
You can do something like that. Hey, and not to offend all, our climbers out there who like swastikas, but no, I'm just kidding. I don't care for your culture. So anyway, I couldn't resist. I mean, we're about 15 minutes in, I think. And
I think we got some good angles there.
We got some good stuff. So, hey, Ted, I hope this is something you can cozy up to or koozie up to. Either way,
that?
usually fun.
Can you just put love above the pun? Oh, you see what I did there?
No, I usually put the pun above everything.
The pun above the love.
Usually.
You got the peas above the Franks. How'd you do that?
So, Ted, thanks for sending this in. If anyone else has one, you can send it where? info@daredevilproduction.com.
Correct.
If anyone else has a title they want us to riff on for a little while, and Ted or anyone else is listening, if you have I do one-on-one coaching sessions, private consulting. So if you have some titles you want to go over, I have people that do that. They ring me up and they schedule an appointment, and we just go over titles and dive into them like this because they just want some good ideas, and then they go off and they run with them, and it's their song, and I just gave them some direction and hopefully some help. Or if they've had a song they're not sure about it, we can help prepare your song. We can help repair your song. We can do Q&A, the whole brain picking thing. Take me to coffee, pick my brain. Well, this is how you do that. And you don't even have to bring coffee. It's at songwritingpro.com/coaching. That is songwritingpro.com/coaching. And you can get all the details. You can see my calendar. You can set up an appointment, all that good stuff right there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that brings us to the end of another killer song title challenge. So again, how would you write this one? Did we cover an angle? Was there an angle we didn't think of that you thought of? Comment down below. Let us know what you think. Mm-hmm. We're interested it's just like spaghetti, right? You take it out the pot, you throw the noodle against the wall. If it don't stick, keep cooking. Right. All right, guys. Well, this podcast exists because we want you to win. So keep on climbing.
And we'll see you at the top.
Song Title Challenge.